My name's Joe Conley. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a full-time construction worker and a full-time firefighter. I work two 24-hour shifts a week at the firehouse, and I work the other days during construction. I leave the firehouse at 7 a.m. I'll usually come home, fix my boys breakfast, have breakfast with them, get them set for the day, and then I'll go to the construction site where we'll work till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, however long it takes to get what we need to get done. I do what I do because at 13, I was put in a tough situation. My parents were divorced, and my mom couldn't afford it. So I went to work so that we could buy groceries, have cable TV, and so that I could get the stuff I needed for school. So if I wanted something, a new pair of shoes, clothes, a new backpack, whatever it was, I had to earn the money so that I could go purchase it myself. I do what I do so that my kids never have to worry about that. I don't want my kids to be in that situation. I want them to be able to grow up, play sports, play with the kids in the neighborhood after school, not have to worry about rushing home from school and getting to work so that, you had food to eat that night or you had breakfast to eat the next morning before school. I made a promise to myself that I would never, ever, ever put my family in that situation. So that's why I do what I do. The goal that I have, why I work so hard, is like I said, so they can just be kids, and so that when it comes time for them to go to college, I can help them do that. I wasn't able to do that, so that's something I want them to at least have the opportunity to do. And also, I want to teach them that hard work is the way to go. No matter what you do or what kind of job you have, when you grow up and they go on their own ways, if they have a trade or something that they can do, a skill, they'll be able to fall back on that, because there's not always going to be desk jobs, there's not always going to be internet jobs. But as long as you can do something, somebody always needs something done that they don't want to do themselves. And if you can do it, you can always make it. So I try to teach my kids that. I teach them the trades that I do, show them what I do, and hopefully they learn so that they got something to fall back on when they get older. A tough day on the job for me. I had a customer call me one time saying that they hired somebody to build a deck for them, and they hadn't showed up. They had a party on a Saturday, and this was a Thursday night when she called me. So I said, okay. I didn't have anything planned for that Friday, so got up in the morning. We went there. We worked till 8 o'clock on that Friday night to get it done for this woman and her husband. They were an elderly couple. And the most rewarding part, besides getting paid for it, was how happy these two people were. And to this day, they still thank me every time they see me. So that was an amazingly rewarding part of what I do. I love to have people happy. I mean, I'm always happy. I always smile. So when other people do the same, it's great. A typical day for me would be, like I said, I come home, fix breakfast with my boys. We eat, we laugh a little bit, and then I'll head to the job site, and then we'll work. We get done just as much as we need to, because, when you're self-employed, speed is key, but also, you got to do a quality job, so you got to take your time in that part. But I can get whatever I set out to do done. I mean, my family's great. They understand. So if I work a long day to get something done, they're behind me. They support me because they know that this is one of my goals, is to make sure that they're okay. What do I look forward to at the end of a hard day's work? It would be the smile on my boy's face when Daddy's home. I pull in the driveway, they hear my truck pull in. Everybody's standing at the front door. One's 5, one's 2, Parker and Owen. And they're like, that just, no matter how hard my day was, or how hot it was, or how tired I am from being up all night at the firehouse and then working out in the hot sun, the smile on those two little boys' faces, that's what I look forward to at the end of the day. Hey, Dad, will you play baseball with us? Absolutely. Most of the time, I don't have time to shower, get cleaned up. I usually just kick my shoes off and head out in the street for the wiffle ball game. And that's what I look forward to. My family, I'm married to Katie, my absolute best friend in the whole world. And my two boys, Parker and Owen, the highlight, that's what I do. If I'm not working, I'm a dad. I'm just a dad and a husband. I like to cook, I like to play baseball, we like to go fishing, anything outside. We love our Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincinnati Reds. We'll watch those guys and cheer them on. But and to describe myself, I would probably say loyal, hardworking, and always smiling. I always smile, and people always ask me, man, why are you always so happy? It could be 3 in the morning at the firehouse making runs on people. It could be in the middle of a 100-degree day out pouring concrete. People always say, why are you smiling? And I'm always smiling because my life right now with my wife, my 2 kids, and just where we're at is way better than I'd ever imagined my life would be growing up. So I went from this kid that was kind of lost to I'm here and I'm happy. I've made my way and I'm just loving it. This would describe me as hardworking, maybe a little hyperactive, because they know with me, no matter if it's sports or helping them on something they're working on at their house, it's always 110%. I got one speed, it's all out all the time. So if I'm not going 110 miles an hour, I'm usually sleeping. So with me, you get it all, and they know that. So my friends would probably say that I'm hardworking, dedicated, loyal, and maybe a little hyperactive. I've earned it because I set out as a kid, I set my goal as a young man that I would never put my family in a situation that I was in. So I don't know that I've necessarily earned it all the way, but I would say I earn it every day. I'm providing for my family like I said I would. I'm giving them the opportunities that I didn't have. So I would say I've earned it because I put the time in and I work my tail off. After a long day's work, I like to just come home and just be a dad, be a cook, be a all-time pitcher in a wiffle ball game for the neighborhood kids. Everybody knows that Mr. Joe's home. Here we go. Let's play something. I work as a construction worker just because I like the feeling of having something accomplished. You can see what you've done at the end of the day. Sometimes it's not the best working environment. It's hot, it's raining, it's cold. But I just enjoy it. I like being outside and working with my hands and having something to look at when I'm done, and just seeing the look on people's face when you finish what they envisioned or what their idea was, and you make it all come to life for them. That's why I do what I do. Hard work pays off for me because my kids can just be kids, and that's pretty much why I do what I do. So my kids can just be kids. My motivation for working the crazy hours that I do is just to give an opportunity to my kids that I never had. That's why I do what I do.